Craig, you guys have been so good all year with run prevention, and was this kind of a testament to the way you guys have played with, between the bullpen and the defense that you guys played?
Yeah, I mean, the defense was, certainly stands out tonight. Especially our middle infielders, Pete this series, Matt Shaw this series, absolutely some huge plays. And it just, it's sometimes in a game that's so statistically analyzed, just preventing less pitches for our guys, getting matchups for our guys. I think it makes our bullpen more successful, and that's why teams are so connected, because you need that stuff to make everybody you affect each other. And we played a great defensive game tonight, absolutely.
Kyle?
Craig, last year JMO talked about wanting to build 90-win clubs here too, and for him to be on the mound today and give you guys those 4 innings, just what has he meant to the club this year and just tonight?
I mean, I think he, when you're going tonight's game, we kind of had a plan of he was probably going to get to the lefties spot pocket in their lineup again, and it was how many outs can he get, and to get 12 outs and 14 hitters. That's it puts the game with a possibility that it's going to work, in terms of using all your bullpen guys and getting matchups that you want. So I thought the game was about what Tyon gave us at the start. I mean, I thought it was absolutely crucial. We knew we were going to have a couple guys that were going to have to work really hard, but with him giving us 4 innings and getting 12 outs, really put it together.
Megan?
I feel like after every big win, we're talking about the bullpen, but just between Palencia and everything he gave you, and then Kittredge for a 3rd straight game, just how would you just describe the reliability of that group and what that does for you in plotting out a game like this?
Well, I mean, they did what they've done a lot this year, and I think I always say that they're connected because they get each other's outs, and that makes the next guy's job easier. And I thought, Danny did, there was the 6-hitter pocket for Danny, and he did it. He got, how many outs did he get? 4 or 5? He got 5 outs, super, 5 out of 6 hitters. And so that was really meaningful. That was really important, and that put Pomerantz in a spot to be successul. Danny went out for 3 separate innings, right? He had 3 ups in that, which is hard to do for a reliever. So really proud of that group. They worked hard today. A couple of those guys worked really hard, and they worked hard this series.
And then this is the first time a winner-go-home game has been won here at Wrigley by the Cubs. Been a while since a postseason series has been won here. Just how'd you just describe the energy of the crowd today, and how much it can help in games like this?
I mean, I think that's what made this more meaningful, honestly, is just being here. Clinching a playoff series at home in front of your fans, with the 3 games that were just played. You've created memories. You've created baseball fans. And it was a special environment today. We didn't give the fans a lot to cheer about yesterday, unfortunately, but from the 3rd pitch of the game when JMO struck out Tatis, it was on, right? So to do it here is certainly meaningful. Do it on your home field in front of the fans, taking that picture on the mound with the fans all still in the stands, that means something.
Maddie?
You've seen how much pressure Pete can put on himself offensively. What was it like to see him come up big in the 2nd there?
I think it was, the playoffs often give you the great example of what it means to be a Major League Baseball player. And in a 3-game series, and you have 2 offensive games that you're not really happy with, you got to show up the next day with kind of the right mindset and not try to do everything and stay within what you're good at. But Pete has the ability to deliver the spectacular, and he delivered greatness. And he had a heck of a game today. Heck of a game.
Patrick?
Craig, you're just talking about the fans, and you're someone who recognizes this is entertainment business. How do you anticipate the environment will be like in Milwaukee going up there with your club for a playoff series?
Well, they're going to be fired up. I mean, they've had the best team in baseball this year. feel like they have a chance to play in the World Series with this team. So they're rested. So it's going to be a great atmosphere. It's Cubs Brewers. That's going to be, as good as it gets. It's always a great atmosphere when the two teams play each other. We'll try to get as many Cubs fans in there as we can. They won't like that, but it's going to be a fun atmosphere. I know that.
Standing up on the back.
Hey, Craig, the name of the game this time of the year is obviously to win and advance on. Can you just talk about advancing on and moving up the totem pole and hopefully getting to that final step up the totem pole?
Yeah, I mean this was just 3 games. We got to win 13 to get through it. We've won 2, so we got 11 more to win. So there's and when you lose one of them, it feels like the world's going to end. That's just the nature of this, and then you have to kind of like know that and ride with it that it feels like that after a loss. But it's just so much fun, and to be able to experience it is so much fun, and to be able to experience it here was a magical night for sure.
Anything else for Craig? Back right.
Craig, the Padres bunched their 3 lefties at the bottom of the order, one in front of the other for those 3 games. Did that make the way you deployed lefties a little bit easier than had it been broken up? As a manager, do you kind of understand why they did what they did there?
Yeah, I mean, the lineup construction is, it's very team specific, and it's very kind of who your team is, and they have such talented players kind of hitting at the top, and you can't always pick like where your guys should hit. It's when you have guys like Tatis and Machado, like they're going to hit at the top of the lineup. I mean, they're so tough to get out. You got to go through the whole lineup. We were fortunate to, just piece things together just as they did, the same way they matched up.